Hello everyone, I am Crick Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 14 between DC and GT. So this match was played at the Arun Jaitley Stadium and in Delhi and was a home game for Delhi Capitals. So Delhi won the toss and they decided to bowl first, similarly to what they had done previously. So GT have their set template in which they set one of their top three batters to bat till the end. And in this match, Shubman Gill took this responsibility as GT scored 210 runs in the first innings. Delhi started well with their chase but faltered in the middle, and then the match went down the wire with GT defending 2 runs in 2 balls as David Miller could not get DC over the line. So GT won the match by just 1 run and Rashid Khan was given the player of the match for his figures of 4 overs 17 for 3. So this match was the only match between these two sides in this league stage. So now let's look at the playing 11. So for Delhi, there were no changes as they went ahead with the same 11 from the last match. So they brought in Samir Rizvi as the impact player in place of Mukesh Kumar. For GT, Shubman Gill came back to the playing 11 in place of Kumar Kushagra. So they brought in Prasidh Krishna as the impact player in place of Shahrukh Khan. GT started the innings well with 3 boundaries in the first 2 overs. Then in the third over, Mukesh Kumar got the wicket of Sai Sudarshan and brought Josh Butler in the middle. Josh Butler looked very good as he hit a 6 in the same over walking down the ground. In the next over, again he hit a 4 and 6 of Akshar Patel, scoring 13 runs in that over. Now he was looking very solid as he hit 3 sixes and a 4 of Mukesh Kumar's next over. Butler raced away to 47 in just 22 balls at the end of the power play and GT were 68 for 1. Butler got to his 50 in the next over before getting out to Kuldeep Yadav in the 8th over. Then Washington Sundar came to the middle and at the end of the 10th over, GT were cruising at 101 for 2. Gill was taking his time trying to bat till the end. Then in the 12th over, Akshar Patel brought Vipras Nigam into the attack and both the batters attacked him, scoring 23 runs in that over. Washington Sundar hit 2 fours and a 6 and Gill also hit a 6. Gill again hit a 6 in the next over of Kuldeep Yadav. GT were clearly trying to accelerate at this stage and looking for boundaries. In the 14th over, again Sundar hit Akshar Patel for a 4 and in the next over, Gill brought up his 50 with a 4 of Lungi Engedi. Natarajan bowled a good 16th over, giving away only 7 runs. Then Gill attacked Kuldeep in the next over, hitting him for 2 sixes and scoring 14 runs in the over. Next over, Lungi Engedi bowled an excellent one, giving away just 3 runs and taking the important wicket of Shubman Gill. Sundar hit a 4 and 6 in the 19th over of Natarajan, scoring 13 runs in that over. Mukesh finished the innings well, giving away just 12 runs and getting the wicket of Sundar in that over. In the last 6 overs, GT managed to score only 58 runs despite having no wickets in hand and finished at a score of 210 for 4. Now let's go through the first innings scoreboard. Sai Sudarshan 12 of 7, Shubman Gill 70 of 45, Butler 52 of 27, Washington Sundar 55 of 32, Phillips 14 from 9 not out, Tewatia 1 from 1 not out. Then the bowling card, Mukesh Kumar 4 overs for 55 for 2 wickets was expensive, and Lungi Engedi was pick of the bowlers with 4 overs 24 for 1. Akshar Patel 3 overs 32 for no wicket. Kuldeep Yadav 4 overs 42 for 1. Natarajan 4 overs 34 for 0, and Vipraj bowled that 1 over which went for 23. GT finished the innings at 210 for 4 in 20 overs with a run rate of 10.5. There were 6 extras in the innings with 5 wides and a single no ball. Then Patul Nisanka started the chase with 3 fours in the first over of Mohammad Siraj, scoring 14 runs in the over. GT bowled a couple of good overs after that, giving away only 13 runs. Then in the fourth over, KL Rahul hit the first 6 of the innings of Kagiso Rabada, scoring 9 runs in that over. Rashid Khan came into the attack inside the power play and bowled a good over, giving only 4 runs. In the next over, KL Rahul hit a 4 and then Nisanka hit 3 fours and a 6 of Ashok Sharma to finish the power play, scoring 23 runs in that over. At this stage, DC were 63 for 0, finishing a decent power play. Again, the next 2 overs of Prasidh Krishna and Rashid Khan went for only 13 runs, which kind of started building the pressure on the DC batters. Then on the first ball of the next over, Prasidh Krishna got the wicket of Patul Nisanka, but KL Rahul hit 2 fours and 2 sixes in the remaining balls of that over and scored 21 runs in that over. The match looked in balance at this stage, with no team having a clear edge in the game. Next over, Rashid Khan came into the attack and bowled an excellent over, giving away only 4 runs and taking 2 wickets. He first got the wicket of Nitish Rana and then bowled Samir Rizvi with a ripper on the next ball. DC were now under pressure as the player of the match in the last 2 chases went for a golden duck. At the halfway mark, DC needed 110 runs in 10 overs with 7 wickets in hand. KL Rahul hit a 6 of the first ball of the next over of Washington Sundar, scoring 11 runs in that over. Then Ashok Sharma bowled a decent over, giving away just 6 runs. In the next over, Miller and Rahul both hit a 4, scoring 12 runs in that over. David Miller was clearly struggling throughout this innings with his hand and was looking in pain as he was playing the shots. He had injured his hand while fielding, so retired. He retired hurt at the end of the 13th over. Then again, Rashid Khan bowled a very good over, giving away just 4 runs and taking the wicket of Akshar Patel. Then Tristan Stubbs joined Rahul at the crease, and in the 16th over, they scored 16 runs, which included 5 runs for an overthrow. The game was going down to the wire as DC needed only 53 runs in 4 overs. Then Gill brought Mohammad Siraj back into the attack and Stubbs got run out in the 4th ball of that over. Sai Sudarshan hit the stumps with a direct hit which caught Stubbs short of his crease. He was looking for a run but was sent back by KL Rahul. Then on the last ball of that same over, Siraj got the most important wicket of KL Rahul and the game shifted in favor of GT. Delhi now needed 45 runs in 3 overs with Miller and Vipraj Nigam on strike. Rabada gave only 9 runs in the 18th over with Miller hitting him for 1-4. GT looked on top at this stage as Delhi required 36 runs in the last 2 overs. Mohammad Siraj was brought into the attack for the 19th over and he started the over with a wide. Then David Miller hit him for a 6, 4 and a 6 in his next 3 balls, bringing the equation down to 19 runs in 9 balls. He then took a single and Vipraj Nigam hit a 4 of the next ball. On the last ball, Vipraj took a single and kept strike for the next over. DC scored 23 runs in the Mohammad Siraj over and they now needed only 13 runs in the last over. Miller brought DC back into the game with this superb over. Prasidh Krishna came to bowl the last over of the match, defending only 13 runs. Vipraj hit him for a 4 of the very first ball, but then Prasidh made a comeback by getting his wicket on the next ball. Kuldeep Yadav came to the middle and his only job was to take a single and give David Miller a strike. He was able to score a single and a loud cheer was made by the crowd for that particular single. With 8 needed of 3 balls, David Miller hit the ball out of the ground over long off, bringing the equation down to just 2 runs from 2 balls. On the next ball, David Miller pulled the ball to deep square leg, but he denied the single, and now the equation was 2 from 1. The last ball, Prasidh Krishna bowled a superb slower ball bouncer, and Miller missed it. They went for a single, but Butler hit the stumps, catching Kuldeep Yadav short of his crease. After the wicket, DC also took a review for a wide, hoping that the ball would be called wide and they might get a single run. But the ball was below the head height and GT won this thriller by just 1 run. Now let's go to the second innings scoreboard. Patul Nisanka 41 of just 24, KL Rahul 92 runs of 52, Nitish Rana 5 from 6, Samir Rizvi got out on first ball, David Miller not out on 41 of 20, Akshar Patel 2 from 3, Krishnan Stubbs run out on 7 from 6, Vipraj Nigam 12 of 7, and Kuldeep Yadav run out on 1 from 1. In the bowling card, Mohammad Siraj 4 overs 52 for 1, very expensive. Kagiso Rabada 4 overs 32 for 0. Rashid Khan, player of the match, 4 overs 17 for 3. Ashok Sharma 3 overs 45. Prasidh Krishna 4 overs 52 for 2. And Washington Sundar bowled a single over for 11. Delhi finished at a score of 209 for 8 in 20 overs with a run rate of 10.45. There were 8 extras, which included 8 wides. Now let's look at the fall of wickets. So for Delhi, Patul Nisanka lost his wicket in the 9th over with Prasidh Krishna taking his wicket. And Nitish Rana was out in the 10th over with Rashid Khan getting him his wicket. Nitish Rana giving a catch at the boundary to Sai Sudarshan. Then he got Rashid got Samir Rizvi on the next ball, bowling a ripper with a googly going through the gates and bowling Samir Rizvi. Then Akshar Patel lost his wicket again to Rashid Khan, got caught by Phillips in the 14th over. Tristan Stubbs got run out with an excellent direct hit by Sai Sudarshan from mid-off. He was trying to take a single, but KL Rahul sent him back and was short of his crease. Then same over, KL Rahul got out to Mohammad Siraj, who bowled an excellent slow ball, fired at the crease, and KL just managed to nick it to Butler. Then Vipraj Nigam got out in the last over of Prasidh Krishna, where Shubman Gill took a catch. Then Kuldeep Yadav got run out on the last ball, trying to score a single to tie the match. Then for GT, Sai Sudarshan lost his wicket in the 3rd over of Mukesh Kumar, who got an inside edge onto the stumps, bowled by Mukesh. Then Josh Butler also got bowled by Kuldeep Yadav in the 8th over, where the ball kind of kept a bit low. Butler was trying to attack him. Shubman Gill got out in the 18th over to a slower ball by Ngidi, and the ball went very high up in the air, and Nitish Rana took a catch. And again, Washington Sundar got out in the last over with Mukesh Kumar getting the wicket, caught by Nitish Rana. Now let's look at the top partnerships of the match. So for DC, KL Rahul and Patul Nisanka started the innings well and had the best partnership of the match of 76 runs with 49 balls. KL Rahul scored 33 of 25 and Nisanka scored 41 of 24. Other than that, the partnership between Miller and Vipraj was the second highest of 36 of just 14 deliveries. They had 3 partnerships of around 20 to 30 runs. between KL and Stubbs, Miller and Rahul and Nitish Rana. So this no was partnerships were not enough to take him over the line. For GT, they had one big partnership of 104 of 61, where Shubman Gill scored 57 of 34 and Washington Sundar scored 44 of 27. And the next highest partnership was of 60 of 32 between Shubman Gill and Josh Butler, where Josh Butler scored most of the runs, scoring 52 runs of 27 balls. Then we'll go to the graphs. So if we look at the worm, so if you see, the both the worms were very close, and GT was on top for the 5 over mark, and then for the 11 to 7 18th over mark they were on top. And if you look at DC, they kind of tried to know uh, cross the GT worm, but at the 10th over mark they got above it, but then again lost wickets and of Samir Rizvi and Nitish Rana, and then their worm went down, but they got it up again in the 19th over where Miller scored those 23 runs. If you look at the run rate, so run rate also will give you the same picture with the GT run rate going up in the 5th over and then staying up above the DC run rate from the 12th over. And for DC, they started pretty well with a run rate of 14, but then in the at the by the end of the power play, they slowed the scoring rate down, and after losing those wickets in the middle, they kind of found it hard to maintain that run rate. Then, if you look at the Manhattan, so if you look at the GT, they had a couple of big overs, about 20, basically 23 runs. So this 5th over and 12th over, they had 23 runs. Even DC had the same 2 overs of 23 runs. DC had it in the 6th over, and then in the 19th over, DC also had one more 21 run over in the middle. But if you look at DC, they had more lower over, less than 5. They had around 3 to 4 overs, which were around at 6 run over mark. Whereas for GT, they had only 3 overs, which were less than 5 runs and over. Both the teams kind of scored the same runs. There was only 1 rush difference, so the Manhattan also will be kind of similar. There will be some overs which balance out the other overs. So for the summary of the match, I think GT started well with the bat with Butler scoring at a good rate, but they would have liked to finish a little better with the bat. They had a good score on the board and needed a good finish, which they kind of tried but didn't get, scoring just 58 runs in the last 6 overs despite having no wickets in hand. They had a good score on the board and needed a good bowling effort to win the match. Rashid Khan bowled superbly to give them a chance of winning, as the other bowlers went for plenty of runs. At the end, they held a nerve and won the match. So for DC, I think it was a good game as they held a nerve and won the match and got the important points, as they had lost their previous 2 matches and they got their first points in this IPL. For Delhi, I think they bowled well in the last 6 overs to restrict the score to just 210. Otherwise, the score would have been much higher than that. They had chased well in the last 2 games, but in those games, the target was lower, and also Samir Rizvi batted well to get them over the line in both the games. In this game, they had a higher target of around 200, and in this game, they got a good start from the openers, which they had missed in the last 2 games. But in the middle overs, They lost wickets and that put them under immense pressure. David Miller then came back after he got a retired hurt and then brought them back into the game and almost won them the match. I think he should have taken that single of the second last ball and have made sure that they are not losing the game. But he had no other plans, that he believed in himself that he will be able to score 2 runs of the last ball and he denied the single. So my point was that he gave Gujarat a chance to win on the last ball. If they had taken that single, then GT would have looked to just take the match to the super over. But when Miller didn't take the single, they were thinking about winning the match and they bowled according to that. Even if Kuldeep had missed the last ball after they had taken the single, they would have been ready to run for the bye and they would have known that Kuldeep might miss the ball and Miller would have been ready to take the bye. But in the game, they were not expecting to run for a bye as they thought that Miller would at least hit the ball and they would get those 2 runs. Also, Josh Butler kept his cool and hit the stumps, otherwise, the match would have gone to the super over. This loss will hurt DC very badly as they had almost won the match. Now let's look at the points table. So Delhi Capitals are at fourth position with 4 points, the run rate of 0.811, and Gujarat Titans are at sixth position. They got the first 2 points on the IPL and they are at negative 0.27 run rate. Now let's look at the points graph. GT got their first 2 points of this year's IPL. And if you look at Delhi, they remain on 4 points after this match as they didn't get any points. Now for the position graph, there are no changes in the top 5 as Delhi maintained their fourth position even after losing this match. But in the bottom 5, GT moved from ninth position to sixth position after this win. LSG, MI, and KKR moved one spot down as GT jumped up to sixth position. Chennai Super Kings remain at the 10th position. So that's it in this video and let me know about your thoughts about this video in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.